we are 12 years old now, and for the last 12 years and 3 funds, we've stayed focused on 3 sectors: education, financial services, and consumer. So we continue to stay focused on these 3 sectors. We're a team of specialists. Education is our largest segment. Our typical investment size is $20 to $40 million, and we typically invest in return for a significant minority stake or increasingly to own control of these companies. If you mean global universities, yes. We've had several conversations with some of the top universities around the world to see how we can bring them to India. We're still studying the regulatory environment because what we need as financial investors is the ability to repatriate profits. Otherwise, you're unable to create value and exit from these ventures, but you're watching that space very, very closely. I agree with you, the whole world is their oyster. We're seeing increasingly higher quality entrepreneurs stepping in and building valuable companies in the education sector. There's a proliferation of startups in education and of quality. We can't invest in startups because we invest in Series C growth situations, so we typically look for companies that have revenues of 100 crores to 500 crores. But we're very active in the startup phase space on behalf of our portfolio companies. So we've got a fairly large portfolio, and we're very acquisitive, as you can imagine. Private equity-backed firms are acquisitive. So we're constantly meeting startups to either fill product gaps in our portfolio or to hire for the teams. I think so. We're seeing record levels of interest, especially from investor-backed small education companies that are looking to merge with larger companies or amongst themselves to create larger platforms. It makes absolute sense. There's no reason for small companies to duplicate their corporate overheads and duplicate the same dollars for customer acquisition. So we're seeing a lot of platform plays emerging in the education sector. And along with our portfolio companies and ourselves, we'd like to be at the forefront of that strategy. Education would be my personal favorite because that's where I've spent 80% of my time over the last 12 years. But I also like healthcare, where I worked at Dr. Reddy's. I understand pharmaceuticals well. We've also added to the team recently at Gaja to beef up our healthcare expertise. So I'd say that education and healthcare would be the 2 most interesting sectors, in addition to financial services, where we've done extremely well recently.